Even garden gurus make mistakes at times. You know, 5 years ago when I set this garden up, I wanted this area here to be a rose garden. Roses are just sensational plants and they look brilliant when they peak. The thing is, roses need lots and lots of sunlight, and the trees behind me were considerably smaller when I put this rose garden in. Unfortunately, they've grown up and they're shading this area a lot. It's starting to affect my roses, so I'm going to move them. Roses would have to be one of the most rewarding, giving plants a gardener can have. You can ignore them and they'll still flower. Don't water them and they'll hang on through the hottest, driest summers. And you can rip them out of the ground almost any time of the year and they'll survive. The ideal time to dig mature roses is winter, when they're dormant. But even now, in early spring, they're still going to move easily with a few little tricks. The first is to prune the plant back hard. Roses can easily have 75% of green wood growth removed, and that's what I've taken off here. The second trick is to recognise they have shallow roots, and your goal is to try and avoid damaging them as much as possible. In other words, cut a wide, shallow arc around them, gently lifting as many of the fibrous roots as you can. Once you've lifted the plant out of the soil, there's something you have to do that's the absolute successful ingredient to any transplanting project. You have to get your hands on this stuff here. It's called sea salt, and what you do is you mix it into a big tub of water at double the recommended rates. Now, it's double the recommended rates. This stuff is rich in plant amino acids and humates. It's a soil and plant tonic. And once this plant has been dunked in here and the roots get a chance to soak in the sea salt for about 10 to 15 minutes, it is going to take off in its new, rich organic soil home. Planting is easy. If the soil is rich and organic like this, brilliant. Add some blood and bone to activate more microbes and plant the plant at exactly the same depth it was before. It's that easy. Now, I would recommend that you water these plants for the next 2 weeks or so, and then give them another soak with sea salt. It's going to stimulate lots of root growth. It's really going to make sure that the plant is rich and strong and healthy and able to take on its new life in its new home and look fantastic within just a few weeks. It's amazing what this stuff really does. I've been producing this show for 10 years, and at every opportunity I've showcased this incredible product. It's the gardener's right-hand man, an essential element to any successful garden. And I've asked my friends at Sea Sol to help our viewers experience the Sea Sol difference in their garden. Now, this is my latest gardening success. This is a lemon tree that used to live in somebody else's house. In fact, the house itself was being demolished. So I couldn't let it get knocked over. It's about 60 years old. We've transplanted it here. You can imagine how much sea salt we used on this baby, and it looks fantastic. Now, have you got a gardening success at home that you'd like to show us? Well, simply visit our Facebook site, upload some photos, and you could be in the running to win one of several sea salt gardening packs. And you don't want to miss it. It's going to leave your garden shed looking fantastic, but your garden even better.